Most people say they want a better life, more confidence, more money, more peace, but the truth is your life is already being designed not by your dreams, right, but by your daily habits, by the things you do daily, because the small things you do every day are quietly deciding the life you will live, the person you will become, and the opportunities you will attract. And the scary part is most people never realize this. So hey lovelies, welcome back to another episode on Her Awakening. In the previous video, we talked about why personal development isn't optional if you want a different life. We also discussed why growth is necessary if you want better opportunities, confidence, and a different reality on its own. And if you haven't watched that video, I highly recommend that you watch that video, because trust me, it sets the foundation for this conversation. And I'm also going to have it linked below, so it's going to be very easy for you to just find. But today we are going deeper, because understanding personal development is one thing, but actually building it into your life is another. So in today's episode, we are diving into something that quietly controls your future, which is your habits. Yes. But before we get right into the video, if this is your first time seeing my face or coming across this channel, hey beautiful, I'm Eukaria, and this is a safe space for the women who are healing, becoming a better version of themselves, and choosing to elevate their life softly and intentionally. And if you're serious about your growth, make sure you subscribe and also turn on the post notifications so whenever I upload, you will get notified. Because girl, trust me, this space is intentional. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. You guys are the real MVP. So with that being said, let's just get right into the video. First things first, your life is a reflection of your habits. Yes, because whether people realize it or not, or like it or not, your life is a reflection of the things you do repeatedly. So if you constantly procrastinate, avoid responsibility, or consume more than you create, your life will certainly reflect that. And you might be wondering, why are things not moving forward for me? What is it that people are doing that I'm not doing? This is the reason. But if you consistently learn, improve, build discipline, learn skills as well, your life will change. It will definitely change, not overnight, right, but inevitably, because you're putting in the work. It's one step at a time. You're not going to see everything accumulating the way you want it to be, but you're actually moving, you're progressing, you're stepping forward, you're taking baby steps. So if you're feeling like I need to do something big for me to see myself progressing, for you to feel like you're actually moving forward, no, you're deceiving yourself. And I want you to start now. Start small, start little. Just that your daily habit is actually what is going to define if you're actually going to be someone successful or you're just going to stay down forever. Secondly, motivation is temporary, but habits are structural. Listen, one of the biggest mistakes people make in personal development is relying on motivation. Like, make it make sense. Why? Like, they literally watch a motivational video and they feel inspired for 2 days, and then they go back to their old lifestyle. Listen, motivation is emotional and habits are structural. Habits remove the need for constant motivation, always looking for what to do, always looking for somebody to say you can do this, they get you. Nah, habits removes that, because once something becomes your habit, it becomes part of your identity. Like, you no longer ask yourself, should I do this? You just do it. You just see yourself doing it. So I want you to understand that habit is what you need to build, not motivation, because you will get tired. Motivation fades. And sometimes, even with you listening to motivational videos, you're there, you're listening about, still listening to them, and you're not getting up to do what you need to do. So you need to build structure around your habit to be able to get you to that point that you're willing to get to. Thirdly, small habits create massive change. A lot of people underestimate how small habits, small tiny habits can literally get you to that goal that you've always wanted for yourself. Like, they don't really understand how powerful small habits are. Like, reading 10 pages a day may not feel impressive, but in 1 year you could finish 12 to 15 books. Practicing a 30-minute skills a day may feel small, may feel like nothing, but in 1 year you could be far ahead of the average person. So small habits compounds, just like money compounds in investment. Fourthly, your environment affects your habits. Sometimes it's not that you're lazy, it's not that you don't know what to do. Sometimes it's just that your environment is the problem, and you need to change your environment. You need to do something, not necessarily changing where you live or changing your state or the country that you're based, but just changing tiny things in your space to just make you feel whole and present again. And the thing is, if you're also surrounded by people who waste your time, who avoid growth and normalize mediocrity, it's even harder. Oh yeah, it's harder. It's going to be very hard for you to want to change, to want to be better, to want to push yourself forward, because this is what you see every day. This is what your eyes feed on every day. So your environment either supports your habits or it sabotages them. Which means part of personal development is being intentional about the spaces and also people you allow into your life. Be selective, be picky, be choosy, if there's a word for that. Just do something different for yourself. If you know that you want to be different, you want to elevate yourself, you want to act different, not just acting, being different as well. If you know that your environment is actually bringing you down, try as much as possible to not necessarily leave, but to try to create space where it is just you and it's sacred to you before you get the money to leave. The fifth point that I want you to know is that discipline is self-respect. Yes, and this is something that people rarely talk about. Discipline is not self-punishment, it is self-respect, it is self-love. It's more like when you keep promise to yourself, you build self-trust, you build self-worth. But when you constantly neglect your words, you neglect your promises that you've made to yourself, you weaken your trust, you weaken yourself, you weaken your ability to want to love yourself more. And confidence is built from evidence that you can rely on yourself, you can call on yourself, you can cry to yourself and still feel safe in yourself. Because at the end of the day, your future is not decided by what you say you want, it's decided by what you repeatedly do. So your daily habits are quietly shaping the woman you're becoming, and I really want you to take that seriously. So the real question you should be asking yourself is, are your habits building the life you want or keeping you exactly where you are? So in the next episode, we are going even deeper, because beyond habits, there's something even more powerful that controls your future, and that is your identity. So that's pretty much everything I want to share in this video. If you find this video helpful, inspiring, educating, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and share with someone who is also on their journey of growth, self-development, self-empowerment, self-discipline as well. So thank you so much if you have done that. I will see you in the next video, or will I say episode? Yes. But before then, stay soft, stay rooted, and continue your awakening. See you in the next one. Bye.